Welcome to Pit Bull Stadium. It's the Buffalo Bulls and the FIU Panthers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bulls offense will have the football first. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes and big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Dropping back, it's right. Fires on the run. Reels it in down the left side. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's the first 3rd down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route, and it's an explosive play early for this offense.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Fires left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Complete to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They want to throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defense. with his arm, with his feet, a different playmaker surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Ready to fire from the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got a man. It's Anderson. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Looking to throw, it's right. Lets it go. Finds a man on the right. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Bulls have pushed it inside the 20. Finding some room. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulls!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. FIU will line up to punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Off play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires quickly. At the 40, there he goes. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. To the air, it's right. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Ford International comes out to start this drive. The give to the left side. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Look out. Might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Panthers! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. He'll bring it out. It's Crawford. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Buffalo offense ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Running to the left. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To throw, it's right. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack, their 3rd sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Bulls headed quickly to the line.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure.
Could be an alley. At the 30. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They go right back to him. Picks up the 1st down. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. And the Panthers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Motion from the back. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Motion from the wideout. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up on the 4th down.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I don't care where you're at on the field, 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the 1st down.
The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going downfield for the big play. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. It's right. Here's the pressure. Hauls it in. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Birch. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Before we kick off the 2nd half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with the Panthers head coach. One of the things he talked to his team about in the locker room was this defense has to get things fixed. Too many missed opportunities, too many missed assignments there. The offense has the ball right now, and they can make up some ground, but this team talking together, both offense and defense have to get on the same page to get back in this game. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
You got to love that if you're the head coach. Watching your defense and watching the big fella at D-tackle play with that kind of relentless pursuit to the football. One of the reasons it's hard to run against them is they've got everybody playing with.
Maybe some room here. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with the back. Turning it on. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
The snap sets up to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Running inside, it's Birch. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Red pass, it's complete. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Shelton. Here's a little, got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo! His 3rd touchdown of this game, and his 3rd on the season.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Panthers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this offense has really struggled. And the only play they've made is to him out wide. So I understand why they're going back to him, but they've got to find something to get kick-started, to get moving, to get grooving. They've really, really struggled outside of the one play to that receiver out wide.
What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Creates a little space. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. Complete. He's brought down. Good pickup on the play, but not quite to the 15-yard line. That's where he had to get for the 1st down. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is big tight end, makes the grab, it's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And it's like the defense knew on 3rd and goal. They're not a tackle in the middle. They're going to go to the outside. They run the touch pass, and they fly after it, fly upfield, make the tackle, and now it's decision time. 4th and goal. What you going to do, offense?
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Panthers! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone. It's Crawford. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. The run inside. It's Shelton. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field of play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Back to pass, it's right. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes the easy completion.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. With the catch, it's Stone. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
To the air on first down. Going long. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Goes high to pull it in. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Panther! And the comeback is on.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Got a little grass. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the lone back. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Touchdown, FIU! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They weren't able to move it on their last possession. Ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Looking downfield, it's right. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Trying play action. He's got the tight end. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. He's going to... It's a fumble. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
And you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, hit me in field goal.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He gets a pickup of 6 before stepping out of bounds to stop the clock.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shelton. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Going to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to impose their will with the run. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. A field goal would give them the lead, but they're going for it on 4th and long here in overtime. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And I don't know how the offense was able to come up with that one, guys, but 4th and long, and they find a way. Everybody on defense had their eyes on the quarterback, but he was still able to just give his guy a chance, put it near his body. He makes a phenomenal effort and grab, and they keep the drive alive.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. You just hope he's shaken up momentarily and can return somewhere here in overtime. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first. Scoring. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Florida International. They strike first here in overtime.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And he makes the extra point. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Scanning the field, it's right. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move it.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
what a thriller, what a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.